For centuries, Hungarians believed their throne was cursed. Whispers of doom echoed through the marble halls of palaces, and every coronation was shadowed by a sense of foreboding. The Holy Crown of Hungary, symbol of nationhood, was said to bring tragedy to those who wore it illegitimately or ruled unjustly. Its bent cross and ancient jewels were not just relics, they were warnings, reminders of the heavy price of betrayal. This belief wasn't mere superstition. It shaped the actions of kings and the fate of the nation. Monarchs would consult priests and advisors, desperate to avoid the curse's reach. The curse was thought to strike only those who weren't rightful heirs or who betrayed Hungary's trust. Stories of sudden downfalls and mysterious deaths filled the chronicles. It served as a check on royal power, making rulers think twice before acting against their people. The fear of the curse was a silent advisor, always present. Imagine being crowned, feeling the weight of history and the fear of the curse. Every monarch knew that one wrong move could seal their fate. The crown, adorned with gold and gems, was more than a symbol. It was a burden of justice and legitimacy. To wear it was to accept the hopes and fears of an entire nation. Legends of doomed monarchs haunted every coronation. Some rulers were said to have lost their minds, others their lives, all under the shadow of the crown's curse. The curse's story is woven into Hungary's turbulent past, influencing political decisions, succession crises, and wars. It was a force as real as any army, shaping destinies from behind the scenes. We'll explore the crown's origins, the legend of its curse, and the rulers who suffered its wrath. Their stories reveal how myth and reality became inseparable in Hungary's royal history. By the end, you'll see why the cursed throne of Hungary is more than a legend. It's a key to understanding the nation's soul, its struggles, and its enduring spirit. Let's begin our journey into Hungary's most haunting secret, where history and legend are forever entwined. The Holy Crown of Hungary, or Crown of St. Stephen, is no ordinary relic. It's a national treasure, revered for centuries as a symbol of Hungary's identity and unity. Its presence commands awe, and its story is woven into the very fabric of the nation's history. Many believe it to be a divine gift, bestowed upon Hungary by the heavens themselves, elevating it far beyond a mere royal artifact. According to legend, Pope Sylvester II sent the crown to Stephen, Hungary's first Christian king, as a sign of God's approval and blessing for his reign. This act was seen as a powerful endorsement from both the church and the divine. This sacred origin made the crown more than a royal accessory. It became a holy object, reserved only for the rightful, God-chosen ruler of Hungary. Coronation with the Holy Crown was not just a political event, but a holy sacrament, binding the king to rule justly and in accordance with divine will. The ceremony itself was steeped in ritual and tradition, reinforcing the king's sacred duty. Breaking this sacred pact, it was believed, would unleash the crown's vengeance. Misfortune, unrest, or even disaster could befall the kingdom if the king failed in his duties. The crown's unique design, Byzantine diadem below, golden bands above, and a famously bent cross, adds to its mystique, setting it apart from any other royal crown in Europe. Its imperfection, the bent cross, is a scar from centuries of turmoil, a silent witness to the struggles and upheavals that shaped Hungary's destiny. Hungarian law required kings to be crowned with this very crown, making it the true source of royal legitimacy and the ultimate symbol of sovereignty. Whoever controlled the crown controlled the kingdom, leading to dramatic tales of thefts, daring plots, and even wars fought in its name. The crown was hidden, stolen, and smuggled across borders, each episode deepening its legend and adding new layers to its mythic status. More than a symbol, it was the heart of Hungary's power struggles, the centerpiece of political intrigue and ambition for generations. The curse's roots lie in this potent blend of sacredness, politics, and fear, a legacy that continues to haunt the crown's story. The Holy Crown's story is inseparable from the fate of the nation, its legend echoing through every chapter of Hungary's dramatic history. The curse's origins trace back to King Solomon in the 11th century, who lost his throne in a brutal civil war. Imprisoned and embittered, Solomon allegedly cursed the crown, vowing that unjust or illegitimate kings would suffer as he did. His words became legend, blamed for the misfortunes of future rulers. Solomon's own life ended in exile and failure, a cautionary tale of disrupted succession. The curse became a political weapon, invoked during succession crises to delegitimize rivals. Kings' fates were seen as judgments from beyond the grave. The legend of Solomon's curse haunted Hungary for centuries, fueling fear and superstition. It was a warning. The throne demanded legitimacy, or it would bring ruin. This story set the stage for centuries of haunted monarchs and political intrigue. The curse was not just a tale, it was a force shaping Hungary's destiny. Every king's rise and fall was measured against Solomon's lament. King Ladislaus the Posthumous's life was marked by tragedy from birth. Crowned as an infant after the crown was stolen for him, his reign was plagued by instability, as he became a pawn in the hands of powerful nobles. Conflict with the Hunyadi family led to rebellion and his flight from Hungary. At 17, Ladislaus died suddenly in Prague, fueling rumors of poison. Modern science revealed leukemia, but contemporaries saw the curse at work. A king crowned under dubious circumstances, ruling briefly and dying young, his fate fit the legend perfectly. Ladislaus's story became a prime example of the crown's supposed vengeance. The curse was seen as real, punishing those who defied tradition. His tragic reign reinforced the fear and power of the legend. Not all cursed kings met immediate doom. Some, in fact, seemed to rise above the shadow that haunted their lineage, achieving greatness that would be remembered for centuries. Matthias Corvinus, son of John Hunyadi, ruled from 1458 to 1490, ushering in a Hungarian golden age. His reign was marked by prosperity, learning, and military strength, making Hungary a beacon of culture and power in Central Europe. Though not of royal blood, Matthias was chosen for his strength and intellect, but his legitimacy was always questioned by the old nobility. Whispers of the curse lingered, even as he wore the crown. He built a powerful army, reformed the state, and made his court a Renaissance center. Artists, scholars, and thinkers flocked to Buda, transforming the city into a hub of innovation and art. For over 30 years, Matthias seemed to defy the curse. His victories on the battlefield and reforms at home brought hope to his people, and many believed the dark legend had finally been broken. Yet tragedy struck in his succession. He left no legitimate heir. The question of who would inherit the throne cast a long shadow over his final years. Obsessed with securing the throne for his illegitimate son, Matthias's final years were marked by paranoia and failure. He grew increasingly isolated, trusting few, and fearing betrayal at every turn. His sudden death in Vienna led to rumors of poisoning. Some whispered that the curse had finally caught up with him, striking at the height of his power. After his death, Hungary's stability collapsed. His son was denied the throne, the Black Army disbanded, and the kingdom weakened. The unity Matthias had forged unraveled almost overnight. The curse, it was said, allowed Matthias his glory only to erase it after his passing. His achievements faded and the darkness returned with a vengeance. Hungary's decline after Matthias was seen as the curse's ultimate revenge. The kingdom's borders shrank and its influence waned, leaving only memories of its former greatness. The legend grew stronger, warning that even greatness could not escape the crown's shadow. Stories of Matthias's fate became a cautionary tale for future kings. The golden age ended and darkness returned. The hope that had once filled the land was replaced by fear and uncertainty. The curse's grip tightened on Hungary's fate, a chilling reminder that no king, no matter how great, could ever truly escape its reach. After Matthias, weak Jagiellonian kings failed to control Hungary, leading to chaos and disaster. The 1526 Battle of Mohács was catastrophic. The king died, the army was destroyed, and Hungary was divided. The Holy Crown became the prize in a struggle between Habsburgs and rivals. The curse's legend merged with resentment toward foreign Habsburg rulers, many of whom were seen as illegitimate. Some, like Joseph II, refused coronation, deepening the sense of cursed rule. Every misfortune, lost battles, failed rebellions, was blamed on the crown's wrath. The curse became a national narrative, explaining centuries of suffering and foreign domination. It was no longer just about kings, but about Hungary's tragic destiny. The legend endured, shaping the nation's view of itself. The cursed throne shaped Hungary's national psyche, offering a way to understand centuries of hardship. The curse explained invasions, civil wars, and foreign rule as more than bad luck. It was fate. It fostered national pride. The Holy Crown was a divine gift, and Hungarians its chosen guardians. The curse implied Hungary was held to a higher standard, suffering for failed leadership. This narrative inspired resilience and rebellion, fueling uprisings against illegitimate rulers. The doctrine of the Holy Crown emerged, placing sovereignty in the crown, not the king. Rulers were mere stewards, answerable to the nation's laws and traditions. The curse was both a warning and a call to justice, shaping Hungary's political culture. It gave meaning to centuries of struggle and hope for redemption. Today, few Hungarians believe in a literal curse, but the legend endures as a powerful metaphor. The Holy Crown remains a revered symbol, its story woven into national identity. After World War II, the crown was taken to the US for safekeeping, returning in 1978, a moment of national healing. Now displayed in Budapest's parliament, it draws millions, symbolizing endurance and unity. The curse's legacy is complex. While supernatural belief has faded, its lessons remain. The crown reminds leaders of their duty to rule justly and legitimately. The story adds mystique, making the crown more than a relic. It's a living part of Hungary's soul. The legend continues to shape political discourse and national pride. The curse is now a story of resilience, not fear. It's a reminder of Hungary's long, difficult journey and the enduring power of its symbols. The crown's story is a testament to the nation's identity. Through legend and history, it unites past and present. The curse, transformed, still echoes in the heart of Hungary. The Cursed Throne is just one of Hungary's many fascinating stories. From Magyar conquests to modern revolutions, Hungary's past is rich with drama and heroism. These legends reveal how nations understand themselves and their struggles. Exploring them deepens our understanding of history and identity. Join us for more journeys into the mysteries of Hungary and beyond. Subscribe for more incredible stories from the past. There's always more to discover.